Hello and welcome back. We are at war with Italy and it is now 1892. Been at war for 8 months. We're waiting for our Guidon class to finish and the design study of the rebuild or renewed Brieux class after the last one sunk. We lost 2 ships so far in this war. They were both in that Brieux class and they're both very much dead. Both were sunk in battle from battleship fire, and they only had 3 inches of armor, and it didn't hold up, which makes me a little scared for, of course, the Guidon class, which is almost done, and it only has 3 inches of armor, so that's a little scary. Now that said, we still have 2 more heavy cruisers left, and we got a bunch of light cruisers, which are in pretty good shape because we built a lot of these before the war. And they're not bad ships, but they're like cruisers. They're not going to be taking down battleships for sure. And then we have a lot of these trash, tiny 300-ton little patrol boats, basically. All right, so we're going to go on to the next turn. Convoy attack at Sardinia. They declined battle, so we got 400 VPs from that, which is very good. We are about double their score at this point, and now they want to fight our battleships. No, they don't. 480. So a lot of free money for us. We got, this is great. This is what we needed. The YST engine, which is a 1% weight savings. So that means when we rebuild and replace we look at 140 VP for blockading this time. That means when we rebuild, we are going to have an absolute boatload of, I think we got to rework the design now because we got that new machinery, which gives us a little bit more wiggle room. So let's see if we can get an extra knot of displacement. Oh, that's a 20% change. A knot is 20% change, really? Okay. How about an extra couple guns? 10%. How long is this going to take? Maybe we go with an extra 2 guns and some more ammo. Go up to 180 and 165. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. All right. Yeah, or we'll redesign it to take advantage of that new stuff. We can't really afford to rebuild any of our existing ships because we need them for the war. But after the war, we're going to rebuild a whole bunch of stuff. And as soon as these other ships come out, we're going to rebuild them as well. The only issue I'm seeing here is that because we didn't have a battle, we didn't have a chance to sink anything. And that's what I really wanted. I wanted to sink some more of their cruisers. All right, cruiser action in Sardinia. This time they did not decline, but they could be pretty strong. So this is risking both Shanzé and Pontau with no escorts. And it's twilight, so it's going to be a night battle. I don't know if there's much we can do here, so we're probably going to turn for home as soon as the battle starts. Well, as soon as the enemy is sighted and we're allowed to turn for home. But that might take a while because it's nighttime. Oh, geez, he's sighted real close. All right, maybe we just try one run at him. Maybe we could just do a quick hit and run and sink this guy. If we slow him, we have a chance. If we don't slow him, we have no chance. And we didn't slow him. But we kind of want to go in this direction anyway, so I don't really care. Oh man, he just skedaddled, huh? Damn. Alright, well I guess they didn't want to fight. Unfortunate. Could have been decisive, but nope. Light damage, it's a draw. I mean, technically, I think they did slightly more damage points to us than we did to them. But that's only because we were trying to close with them the whole time and they had more ships. But it was not a decisive battle by any stretch of the imagination here. Yeah, I mean, only a few hits combined between the fleets. Wonder where they ended up. Yeah, they headed back to port after our short little fight. We'll call it a draw. I mean, draws are good. Anytime we don't lose heavy cruisers, it's a good thing. All right, so let's find out about what our ships are doing here. The Guidon is now got their stuff. This captain is below average. He might need to be replaced. I don't really care about any of these tension reports because they're not relevant. The Italians are raiding a lot of our ships. I guess they sent something over to the Indian Ocean. But there's not too much we can do against that. And the Brieux is ready for construction. So now we are going to start that puppy. And maybe we'll start two of them. Yeah, we can afford to. So that's what we'll do. And I think that's all we have for this turn. So till next time. See ya.